You ready?
Whoop, whoop. Okay. So it's 50s Friday flight night, and I think be due to right, guys. So hello, how is everybody, and welcome to the stream. But due to, I will say, commitments, I may be flying on my own tonight. Because people have commitments and people have things to do, I am fortunate that this week, guys, wow, this week I am on a week's holiday as of now. How happy am I? I get to, for 1 week and 3 days, forget about work, forget about all the issues that I have, and enjoy myself. So first of all, thank you all for dropping into the room. I am going to, we had a flight plan set up. Now, Empire has stressed his forgiveness that he cannot be with me tonight and has set a flight plan up for me. Although my camera is trying to focus on God knows what. Let me just sort that out. I have to do that. You can't turn the focus off straight away. It always tries to focus and I turn it off. There you go. So at the moment, we have a host here from Mamba Gator Gaming. Get rid of that. Mamba, how are you? Cornish, good evening, sir, and how are you, beautiful people? Mamba, thank you very much for that host. I don't know why I didn't get a notification. It's probably because you actually came on. Let me see if I can run that again. It's actually, I think it's because, yeah, it's there, look. Let's run that for you. Well, it looks like Twitch is broken. Oh, don't you just love it? But anyway, let's see what happens anyway. My chat's working, everything else is working. Semi-brief, good evening, how are you? So the flight plan that he has created for me, let me take the pause off. And let me show you that when it's a flight plan like this. Oh, it was a raid. Okay, wonderful. Well, it should have come up. Well, I don't know why it didn't come up, but we'll look into that later because at the moment it's all about a chilled flight. Wow, Mamba, you know, what have you got for me there? 3-month sub. Thank you very much. And you know why I appreciate it more? I did not sub to you so you would sub back to me. I sub to you because when I'm in your stream, oh, I've got a fly in here now. Can't you tell summer's coming? I've got the window open because it's quite warm. And because of the bright lights, you get gremlins. I sub to you because every time I'm in your chat, you always make me feel welcome. So I can only give 3 because guess what? My mood bot even times me out for running too many commands. Townsy86, thank you very much for the host. It looks like I'm flying on my own. Dev may be along later on, although I did get a message saying that he was working late as well. So I'm just going to do a flight as it is set out in the sim pilot's room. And this week I am going to try. How are you, sir? Nice one, Townsy. Welcome to the room. I am going to do some flights on Dovetail's flight school because I've been on there, which comes complete with a nice set of Orbex. Looks nice. I'm just going to do some bits on there because I've been practicing in. Now, these are theoretically not default planes on theirs. So to be honest, it's more what you know rather than what you can do. When I'm doing FSX, you know that I normally fly default planes so that people can join in. And guess what? They don't have to spend any money. That's the reason. I've got Flight Sim World, yeah. Flight Sim World came free if you had a flight school. So I've got that, and I've actually been doing some stuff on that as well. FSX Pilot 757, hello. How are you? So I'm kind of looking forward to my week off. I've got things planned. I probably, guys, as well, I'll notify you of this. I probably will not be streaming on Saturday night, but I'm going to try my best to stream in the day. I've decided to show the good lady how much I love her and that her support, keeping me fed while I'm streaming, is much appreciated. Oh, wonderful, Mamba. Hope you have good fun with that. Oh, there's an offer. Oh, I tell you what, it's probably worth that now anyway. 5.99. Yeah, it's probably worth that. Don't worry about the FX part. Don't worry about it. I know that you've been busy. And I know, look, guys, I know people are busy. I know people are busy. So you guys, it's like watching television. Come on, guys. It's like watching television at the end of the day. You kind of tune into something. There are certain things that I stream people might not like, so they probably don't stay in the room. I don't mind that. I really don't mind. When I do flying, I get a lot of support from Mamba. I get a lot of support from some of the guys that drop in, mainly because they want to see me crash. But, you know, we're not getting to that. That's normally the case. But I think what it is I like the fact that you guys show your support when you can. More than enough for me. I don't ask for anything else. So we're looking at where we are. We are in Exeter. Okay, so Exeter is Dev's hometown, and we are flying to my hometown, which is Nottingham. Whoop whoop, Robin Hood. Oh, everybody, yeah, everybody wants to see 50 crash. Come on. If you don't want to see 50 crash, come on, guys, you must be crazy. I've disappointed a lot of people, so to be honest, I'm kind of pleased about that. Just how it is, isn't it? You like disappointing people for all the right reasons. So that's the reason for that. So what I'm going to do is get this thing loaded up. The Vipin Yoda, thank you very, very much for the follow. You will get notified if Twitch decides to work. It's probably working. So this is what I'm in. A Cessna, my little beauty Cessna. The one thing that I fly all the time. Here we go, it's working. Look at that. There we go. Thank you very, very much for the follow, sir. And we are on FSX, and I am on FS Cloud as well, guys. So if you want to watch me on FS Cloud, if you want to follow, if you want to join in, guys, please feel free. So let's have a look at what I've got to do. Let's get this thing sorted. It's kind of strange when you're flying on your own. I'm used to having the guys in the room, which is nice. So I will just get set up. Cornish, do you know something? I've had a really good day, and I'm not normally the kind of guy, because I'm a manager, that wants to get away from work. But to be honest, I could not wait to finish work today, just to get out, to chill out and forget about it for that period of time that I'm going to be away. Honestly, I have been absolutely working my arse off. Definitely. I didn't get a day off last week. I really haven't had a day off this week, because my day off will not count until Saturday, because I'm not at work Saturday. So it's been a bit of a slog. I was in work today at 6 o'clock this morning, because I had to deal with some things, and we had to do it between a certain window. So I had to go in at 6 o'clock, and the good lady again showed her love. She got up for me at 6 o'clock, dropped me off at work, came back. She then went to work, and she's at work from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock tonight. So do you know what? I think I'm doing the right thing by saying I'll take her out tomorrow so we can go for a nice meal, and then she can rip my ears off, which is what she was doing the other night. She was moaning at me because I was streaming and she wanted to talk to me. But do you know what? You do the right thing. Oh, Townsy, man. Oh, Townsy has just gifted a 1-tier sub to FSX Pilot. Do you know what, guys? Thank you very, very, very much for that. And that deserves one of these. You ready? You ready? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much for that, Townsy. Good man, good man. So now it means that I have got to fly. And the thing about it, guys, none of these airports that we are going to, because they're only small areas, have ILS. So it's all going to be done by sight. Okay, let's get on the way. Let's get comfortable here. Oh dear. So I've had quite a tough day. I am tired, but the idea is me being tired will not stop me streaming because it's something I really wanted to do. If I didn't want to stream, I'm the kind of guy where, guess what, I just will not stream. So let's see if this thing's working. Let's take the pause off, that would help. Request IFR clearance. Oh, it's working, wonderful. Let's get this thing set up. We're going to go to 5,000, if I remember rightly. And I enjoyed what you was doing earlier on, Amber. Right, so we're going to go to read back acknowledge. We'll climb at 7. In fact, I'll put that on once I'm up there. Okay, so let's request taxi. So we're going to runway 8. How are you getting on with surviving Mars? I started playing it a couple of days. What happened with me was this. I started playing Surviving Mars and I went back on it to check it. And the one thing I'm struggling with, because I'm going to probably stream it throughout the week again and start again as well. I'm struggling with the maintenance side of it because I put the towers up, I've got power going, and all of a sudden you get in where the wind turbines are stopping. And the one thing it's saying to me is they need maintenance. But the point is, you could only do maintenance if you have, what's it called? Machine. You got to have parts of machine. You got to have parts of machine, and then you can maintain them. And I didn't have any, so it wouldn't maintain. The drones will not maintain. But what I'm going to do, because I'm off, I can spend a bit of time. I've been watching some guys stream it, and I kind of understand the game, but it's about the maintenance side and that's it, machine parts. Thank you, Townsy. There we go. I know you guys will correct me, and that's where I'm stuck on at the moment. I need to get machine parts. If I don't get machine parts, that's what I'm struggling on. That's what I'm struggling on at the moment. Oh, brilliant. I'm going to have to watch you, and see if I can learn something. Let's stop that. And I want it to go that way. I need to make sure the pushback is going the right way. Hopefully that should go the right way now. No. Okay, let's stop that. You see? That's why I stream with people. There we go. So that's what I've got to wait for at the moment. I can't wait to stream it because I do love it. Well, okay, so that's what I need to look at, and it's a game that do you know what? I really want to get into it. I really do, because it looks absolutely amazing. I've seen so many people stream it, and what they've built, wow, is absolutely amazing. It really is. So we'll do pushback here at the moment. We'll stop there. Oh, look at that. You see? The speed I move up. Get this thing turned on. Let's put this on for a start. That will help. There we go. Let's get this turned on. And I want to chill out. I need to chill out. I have to chill out. What I need to do. I've kind of been stressed this week, trying to get things done, knowing that I was going to be off at the weekend. And the best thing for me is if I can chill out, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Kempy, how are you? Hello, 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 hello. Break off. Get some volume in here for me. Let's get off. Trying to do 101 things at once as well, guys, so please bear with me as well. So the thing I will ask everybody is, how are you? And I'm going to be so glad that I'm off on a Saturday. Having a Saturday off is, I won't know what to do with myself for a start. So we're just going to go up to runway 8 and we'll see how we get on. I'm going to look at doing as well. Geordie, how are you? Yeah, no problem, mate. I've downloaded ProMods 2.26, the latest one. So I'm going to try and stream that because I looked at it yesterday when I had a bit of time. I've installed the YAH-READY trailer on it, and you know what? It looks nice. Dear Pressure, how are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening, sir. You know what? I'm in the mood for a real chill out stream, so let's hope that this all goes well for me. I'm just waiting for the good lady to come in because she'll leave work at 8, so she should be here around about, I would say about 8:15. So we're taxiing over. And it's all good. And I've got my Friday night drink, so cheers to you all, guys. Oh, the only time I drink is towards the weekend, and it's worth waiting for. It looks nice. I was looking at it the other day, Geordie, and it does look nice what they've done. The thing about it is it still takes a little bit to load up, but they're never going to get rid of that because of the content they're putting in it. The more content they're putting in it, the longer it takes to load up, but it is nice. It does look good. Yeah, that's it. On a Friday night, it's always nice to enjoy a beer or, you know, watch a stream, because I do that a lot. You guys will be surprised how many rooms I lurk in. I'm an anorak for that. I lurk in a lot of rooms. Right, so we'll just get to the line, and then what we will do, we will check everything is ready for takeoff. I've got to do a commercial flight soon because I'm kind of getting a bit, I haven't done one for a while, and I need to do a commercial flight. So we are going to go at 5,000 feet, climb at 7. So we'll put the AP on to start with. We'll click altitude hold and we'll go down to flaps 1. Yeah, we'll go to flaps 1. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. That should see me through. We will now go to the runway and request takeoff. Piper, oh Piper, how are you, sweetie? Thank you very much for coming in the room, sweetie. And I'm going to give you, you can have one of these as well. There you go. You ready? So we're going to pull up runway 8, get ready to take off. It's about a 90-minute flight, this one is. And if you haven't noticed, guys, it's not very often I do a nighttime flight, and I've set the time so that this one, thank you very much for that, I have set the time so that hopefully on landing it will be dark, and I don't like driving in the dark, so flying in the dark is going to be even worse. It's going to be an absolute, it's going to be difficult for me. No, thank you, Piper. Thank you. It's never about me. It's always about the followers and the people that watch the stream. Right, okay, so enough of me talking, because you know what I'm like. I go on forever. I need to make sure that I can get this thing off the ground. Right, okay, so heading's right. Let's have a look. There's no ILS, so this is going to be done by sight. And guess what, 50? You've decided to fly by sight at night time. Good guy. Bear with me, guys, because I've got one of my dogs that is whimpering at the door. So just bear with me 1 second. It's only when I go live that you guys know. They don't want to go out. They just want to sit there and moan because I'm not paying them any attention. Right, okay, so I think we're ready here. Let's get me comfortable. So the destination again, guys, I'll repeat, it is running across the stream. So we're going to take off from Exeter. We're going to go to 5,000 feet if I get there. And we are going to head to Nottingham. Now, guys, if you have never been to Nottingham, you need to go to Nottingham. It has got some amazing sights. And the one thing Nottingham is famous for, and it is still famous for that, and it isn't Robin Hood, okay? It's the fact that there are that's four women to every one bloke. That's the reason to come to Nottingham. Not the only reason. You can come and see the 50 Plus Gamer, but it's a good reason to get off your arse and get in Nottingham. Right, let's get this thing taken off. So I'm at flaps 1, heading there. The heading is, let's have a look and request this. Let's get that done, and let's thank you, Townsy. Right, request takeoff clearance. So turn off that. Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, ready for IFR departure, runway 8. Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, clear for takeoff.
Right, so we can take off now. Let's see if I can get this thing in the air. If I ain't forgotten anything. You guys need to make sure that you leave some for me. And I shouldn't say that because the good lady could hear me. If the good lady hears me, that's it. I'm buggered. So we need to take off around about 18 one of these. Oh, okay. Guess what? He told me what I need to take off at. I think we're up. There we go. We're up, guys. We are up. 50 is up. So we managed to do a nice clean takeoff. Then there we go. I've got no heading hold or anything on, so it'll only run in a straight line. Get some volume on now. There we go. I tell you what Nottingham's really good for. It's a really good night out as well. We've got so many bars and so many clubs. Dear Pressure, do you know what? Thank you very, very much for that. I need to pay attention as well. Let's turn that on. Right. I need to keep a check on this because otherwise I've got no idea where I'm going. So let's do this. Heading hold. Heading holes on. And straight away we're turning the wrong way. So let's go the right way. Okay.
Exeter departure, Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot.
I think the hardest thing is when you're not used to flying without ILS and things like that. Right, so I think we're on course now. There we go.
Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Turn left, heading 035. Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain 5,000.
035. And you know what? I can't see that thing. Let's get close. 035. Right, so we're on 035.
turn left heading 035, proceed on course, climb and maintain 5000, fairway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee.
And that's it. So we're in the air. So that's cheers for me. That was a good takeoff. I think I deserve that. I'm drinking I don't even know what it's called. It's a kind of a vodka that my daughter's been on holiday. Oh gosh, another killer butt crack. Wow. I like it when you guys pop in and say hello. Killer, how are you, young man? And how is that wonderful lady of yours? This is for you. You ready? Thank you very much for that, Killer. Then heading at 035. Gosh, I need to listen to what's being said, don't I? That would help. I have been watching you play some old school games. So 035 is where I need to be. There we go. Oh, I hope you get it. I hope you do get it. Kind of just gone round in a circle there, you know, because I did it the opposite way instead of turning left at 035. I've been looking here. Kurt. Was. I've been lurking here some time. Good times it have was. I don't understand that, but welcome to the chat. So I am at 2,500 at the moment. I hope to see an extra 4K. All right. Well, do you know something? Honest and truthfully, an extra 4K to anybody is going to be absolutely brilliant. It really is. It really, really is. I'm trying to work out why I've got a flight plan that's telling me to go this way. Let me just try something. Yeah, I'm heading that way, and the course is telling me to go heading 035. It's going to turn me at some stage, I know it will. Place for a holiday and some goodies for... Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I'm fortunate that I can probably manage on what I earn 2 holidays a year, which is nice. I've booked a holiday in May, guys, so in May I will be away because I'll be going on that great iron bird in the sky again, and I am looking forward to that. Really, I'm looking forward to it. Spend a bit of time with a good lady as well, which I think is well deserved. No, listen, Kurt, it doesn't matter that your native tongue's not English. I don't mind that. You do your best. We can always hit the translation button as well. Haven't been on the Sunday holiday. It's a holiday for you. Yeah, I tried. Do you know something? I was one of those guys, I've said this before, that never used to like to go on holidays or anywhere. And the first time I went abroad was when I met my good lady, and I've been with my good lady a long time. And she was adamant that we go on holiday. So the first place I ever went to was Spain, a place called Sakoma. It's nice. A really nice place, nice quiet place as well. Took the whole family, which was nice, spent loads of money, but I think for me it was the experience of, one, the flight, as well as that I think I had the experience of, I'm just going to turn something off, 1 second, there we go, as well as that, there we go, I've got to 005.
Turn left heading 005. Foxtrot, India Foxtrot.
Oh, that's
Tango,
putting me back
Yankee.
on track now. I think that's what it's doing. It's taking me out to bring me in. You have a no-fly zone, so what it does, I think it takes you out to a certain area. We've got whereabouts are you from, Kurt? If you're going to tell us, tell us where you're from, because I have a lot of people. Oh, you see now the time's just changed on me there. Look, there we go. Oh, tell you what I haven't done as well. Schoolboy errors. Schoolboy errors. Because I don't have no landing gear to put up. Sweden. So you're an hour ahead of me. I have Mr. C. Mr. C. Fredriksson. He's from Sweden. Now this is what I think the game's got a bug in it. Because I'm actually heading 005. Why is it doing this to me? Why is it doing this to me? I'm actually heading 005, look.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 005.
It did this to me last time. So either the game is broken, and it'll only cancel the flight plan. Tell you what I'll do. I am going to try and correct this flight plan. There's the flight plan. If I click find route 5000, click OK, click save, but then go yes and click no, I can request it again. IFR clearance.
Departure, Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee. Would like to change destination to Echo Golf Bravo November. Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee.
There we go.
Clear to Echo Golf Bravo November. Airport is filed. Squawk 5562.
I just want to see if it's going to pick it up again, because at the moment it's telling me that I'm not heading in the right direction. Right, 360.
Read that correct. Radar contact 4,900. Altimeter 2992. Turn left heading 360. Climb and maintain 5,000.
That's better. Yeah. It's picked it up anyway now.
Turn left heading 360. Descend and maintain 5,000. Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee.
Have a look at them. Phone corrects, is it B?
Airway Foxtrot,
Yeah, it's not picking up my headings.
Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
Right, I'm going to fly by sight. I need to be heading that way for a start, because I'm heading right away from where I'm supposed to be. Okay, so we've got an issue straight away. I think I'd rather be fluent in English. The English grammar is very difficult to learn as well. I'm going to get myself back on the flight plan. Because somehow it is not picking up my headings correct. Everything seems to be okay. That's right. That's correct. Turn that off for now. Everything seems to be okay. I'm going to bring myself on this line here, because that's what I need to be following, that line there. Get right in.
Airway Foxtrot India Foxtrot Tango Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
I will do in a second. Yeah, I've just turned it off. Taxi light off. Thank you very much for that, Mambar. I'm just concerned how it's not picking the heading up, and I think it's because of how far out I am at the moment. But I think if I get onto that line and turn it, it should be heading in that direction. So I'll correct it. I'll get it corrected. I remember the days when you could go into the cockpit during flight and visits. Wow, that'll never happen now. You're right, when you used to go on a plane, they used to open the door and let like kids have a look and see what the pilot was doing. That will never happen now. They would never let that happen. And they were the good days. Look out for God. Oh, killer, what's that? Wow, is that your Swedish? I will get on that heading, because as soon as I get on that line and I actually turn it, it may be heading 360 and I should be okay. Oh wow. You're a man of many talents. Let's have a look how we're doing. I think I'm at... Yeah, I'm at 5,000 now, so that's good. Oh yeah, well, Googling it or whatever, it looked good. You shouldn't have said that. You were impressing me then, by the way. You shouldn't have said anything. You should have just left it and gone, yes, 50, I am that clever. And I would have believed you. If I start to turn out, I should hopefully be heading 360 before it cancels the flight plan. So I'm kind of looking forward to my week off. I want to stream a lot if I can. The good lady's at work for a few days, so I can stream in the day. No, you don't come across that way to me anyway, Killer. Because I like the way you were trying to help me when I was playing games and things like that, and you were helping me out by putting things in Discord to help me out. So I can tell straight away that you're not that type of person. Let's get that full throttle. Get about 102 out of this thing. I might get 122 if I'm lucky, or 110. That looks a nice little sunset there. I want it to keep telling me that I am heading in the wrong direction as such, rather than cancel the flight plan, so I need to keep an eye on that. And I think this thing can only do about 110 flat out. I've got the throttle full forward. I've got flaps completely off. We're at 5,000. I probably think if I was to go higher it might get more speed, but because it's only a Cessna, I don't really take them further than about 7,000-8,000. And it's saying to me that the ETA is 1 hour 20 minutes at this speed, so settle in. Somebody said to me it was 90 minutes. Right, so I need to start just slowly bringing him online and see. Yeah, that'll put him back on 360. Yeah, that'll do it. Take it steady. And hopefully we can do a good landing. That's what I'm more concerned about. My landings are the one thing that I do worry about. Getting a plane in the air for me at the moment, not too difficult. It's the landing that I worry about. In a simulation, yeah, never in real life. Never, killer. Wow, I wouldn't even like that to happen on a real plane. I'm not going to even go down that road, because if I'm going to go flying in May and I was to hear anything on the plane, I'd be thinking, what do I do? Because look, the real thing is nothing like flying a simulator. Kurt, that would be absolutely brilliant, that would. I don't know how you'd be able to follow it, to be honest. I can always remember in the early days when I used to watch those black and white movies, and if it wasn't for the subtitles, I probably wouldn't enjoy them. Yeah, you definitely need a pilot, killer. And I wouldn't put my hand up and go, well, I can probably help a little bit. I know what my flying's like. Right, so let's pull this over a bit. Zoom in on that.
Airway Foxtrot India.
I'm doing it.
Tango Yankee. Turn right heading 030. Resume on navigation.
Right, this is what makes me laugh now. How can I go 030?
030. Proceed on course.
Right, let's try
Airway
this.
Foxtrot India Foxtrot.
I'm going to go 030 and see where it puts me. Right, that ain't going to do it. 030 is putting me somewhere else.
Airway Foxtrot India Foxtrot Tango Yankee. Contact checkpoint approach on 130.8.
I have a funny feeling the course heading's incorrect. That's what I think. The ultimate. That's right. But the course heading.
Airway Foxtrot
I heard
India
ya.
Foxtrot Tango Yankee. Acknowledge last transmission. 130.8.
It's
Airway
not,
Foxtrot
Mamba.
India Foxtrot Tango Yankee.
It's not staying on the flight plan. This is what's happening, right? According to this, I'm supposed to be heading. I'm supposed to be heading. 1 second. I'm supposed to be heading. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying as well. I'm supposed to be heading 030. Now, according to the plan that I've got set up, I am heading 324, which is taking me to where I'm going. The other situation I'm up against is, if I go 030, it's going to take me right off course. 030 is here. Let me just turn that on so I can see better. The 030 is taking me right off course. Tell you what I'm going to do. Let's just have a look on here first. World, go map. Yeah, do you still tell me what it's doing? If you look here, this is the issue I've got, because my flight plan is set to go. How far away am I? Look. EGBN. Cancel. I am an hour and 6 minutes away. I'll make it myself. I'll definitely do it myself, because this is not telling me right, and I know it isn't. I'll be able to do it. I'm not worried about it. It's just the fact that the ATC is telling me something totally different. It is very weird, but I've had this before, and what I did, I reloaded the flight plan in, but to be honest, because it's a Cessna, I'm not overly concerned. I can maneuver. Kurt, thank you very, very, very much for that. Wow. Sub hype. Let's just turn this off and I will sort that out. Right, here we go. Now I should be on 360. I'm going to reward you for that, Kurt, don't worry. So 360. The 360 is there. I'm getting back on the flight plan, but it's just...
Airway Foxtrot India Foxtrot Tango Yankee. Did you copy? Turn left heading 360. Airway Foxtrot India Foxtrot Tango Yankee.
You know what? I'm going to stay on the flight plan. I just feel for me, I need to stay on the flight plan itself. I'm not going to listen to it. The ATC can go thing itself. Kurt, thank you very much for that sub, and this is for you.
Airway Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, contact Yeovil approach on 127.35.
I'm going to do this myself. It's going to be a 50 survives.
127.35. Airway Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot.
And I'm just going to let it go, no matter what the ATC says.
Yeovil approach, Airway Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, with you, 5,000. Airway Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango.
Thank you very much for that, Kurt.
Approach, Roger, altimeter 2992.
Because I'm doing all right anyway. I'm not. It's not like I'm that far off course or anything. And I know that if I stick to what I'm doing, I will get on course and I will land this thing. I don't care how bad the landing is, but I will land it. It will go down. I'm skint at the moment. Killer, you know I don't expect that from you anyway. You know I don't expect it from you. That's fine. I don't expect anything from you guys. You know that. I can always go back to the very, very first time when you joined the stream, and I never laughed so much. You know that. I'm not going to crash it, Mamba. That won't happen. I will never ever forget that. Never. Because as far as I'm concerned, that name that you've got there, for me, is one of the best Twitch names I've ever come across. Original. One of the best. And please, people, don't take offense to me saying that, because I have my own preferences. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. I don't want you to even feel guilty or feel anything like that. Green Daz 1976. Thank you very, very much for the host with 3 viewers. That's for you. And this is for your viewers. Welcome to the stream. You ready? Absolutely fine, sir. Oh no. You know what? I can see it. I can see it being, honestly, I can see it being one of those nights. Everybody is being so generous. Everybody's been so nice. I've only took 2 days off and come back on, and wow, what are you guys doing? So that is a gifted sub to Killer, Buttcrack the Man. There you go, Killer. You ready? Thank you very, very much for that, Kurt. That is absolutely wonderful to say you have just come in this room. That is brilliant. Absolutely amazing. I like the fact you've got the badge. Look, Killer's a good guy as well, Kurt, so thank you very much for that. And that I mean that so much. Thank you very much for that. I can't gift subs to people because it's like I'm paying for it myself in a way. It's weird. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening.
Turn right heading 030. Proceed on course. Airway Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango.
Sorry, I can't listen to you. You're going to get me to go the wrong way. It's not going to happen. I'm going to line this up so it's dead on with that line, and I'll just follow that all the way in. I am an hour and 9 minutes out. I just want to get on this purple line and I'll be fine. I think when people do that, I like what Twitch has done to that, because I've done some gifted subs and I do like it. And you're right, Karma, you're right. It does do that and come back to you in a nice way. Which for me as a streamer, it's always nice when you guys do that if somebody's in the room. which is always nice. I mean, I know I benefit from it, but remember one thing, guys, I only get 50%. That's all you need to think about. I only get 50%, but guess what? I get 50% of something I wouldn't normally have. That's how I look at it. And I don't get paid out for 60 days.
Airway, Foxtrot, India,
I wish
Foxtrot,
you would
Tango,
shut up.
Yankee. Contact Bristol approach on 125.65. Going to 125.65. Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot,
And to
Tango,
clarify, I
Yankee.
don't resub to you because you subbed to me. I resub because you're happy. And do you know what? Don't forget how I was introduced to you, member,
Airway, Foxtrot,
by
India,
Nozerbox.
Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, with you, 5,000.
And
Airway,
I
Foxtrot,
support
India,
Nozerbox
Foxtrot, Tango,
on
Yankee, Bristol approach, Roger,
Mixer.
altimeter 2, niner 2.
And I'm nearly into a year with him. So that's good, that is. Because I remember when he first came over. I've known Nozerbox even before he was streaming. And he used to stream on Twitch and then he went over. Now you're fine, Kurt. You carry on doing what you're doing, mate. You're absolutely fine. I don't know if I've got a mod in the room here at all. But what I'm going to try and do is I will give you, because you are a sub now, I will give you a link to my Discord. No, that was the wrong one. What did that say? Oh, there you go, yeah. I've given you a link to my Discord. So you can now join the Discord, and if you do fly, you can become a pilot on the 50 Plus Gamer stream. So try that, see what you think, Kurt. Have a look around, say hello to the guys. And if you want to, put a selfie in the selfie room. And be mindful of the rules, please. The rules, I've got a very, 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 very strict administrator. I can tell you that now. He even tells me off. That's how strict he is. Oh, okay. There you go then, you see. I can remember when he used to stream on Twitch, and he used to come in to see me at work, and he was always telling me about he wanted to move over because he was saying that it was going to be very difficult for him to become a partner, and that's all he wanted. And he gets partnered on Mixer within 6 months. Oh dear, because of Zuckerberg, we all have to change the way we do things now, believe it or not. If you're not aware, guys, as far as companies are concerned, we all have to change the way we look after data now, thanks to Mr. Zuckerberg and his crazy antics. Right, so according to this, I am heading the right way now. Right, so 307, I'll stay on that course because that's following the plan all the way. Let's see if I can get that screen up. See, what it's doing now is it's following it all the way up, that is, which is where I need to be. So I'm kind of doing all right on that. And we are still going to be a long flight, guys. I tell you, I'm not impressed with that. A long flight. ETA is 1 hour. And I always try and work out what we have got planned for Saturdays. I'm going to have a line for a start. I haven't been able to have one of them for a while. I've just sent it. If you look up in the stream, oh, you want a link to it? I'll send you one to the general room. I think that's my good lady walked in the door. The dogs have gone crazy. If you hit that link, Kurt, that should put you into Discord. Let's come out of the flight room and there you go, you're in. Thank you very much. I've got 2, Killer. I've got 2, but XSplit. I mean, I did try, when I first started streaming, I did set something up on XSplit. That's the first thing I did, because the capture card that I purchased, it came with the same thing, a 3-month code, and I set it up, and personally I couldn't get on with it. I just found OBS a lot easier to use, but then it's people's preferences. I think it's because I just stuck with it. Right, my good lady's walked in, so the microphone's going to go off for a bit, guys. It's not too bad if you haven't tried it, because it comes with a hell of a lot of accessories, backgrounds, widgets and things like that. It comes with loads, and all scenery and things like that. It's quite good. And the backgrounds aren't too bad, but I think I've just been pottering around with OBS and got used to OBS that much that I've just decided to stick with it, and I kind of like the way OBS works. I haven't even moved. I've got to turn the mic off a minute. Right, okay, so where are we? But XSplit uses more CPU and OBS does. I wouldn't know that, because I didn't go that far into it. But if you know that, Mamba, then probably I think what it is, it's to do with how your setup is anyway, to be honest. If you're using, I think OBS does well with a lot of streamers, because you've got certain streamers that will only use one PC. And if you're using one PC, you need to be running programs that are less CPU draining, because that's what you tend to find out. You tend to find out that if you're running OBS and you're running Snaz or something that does your times and your overlays, and you're running chat, and then you're running Discord, and then you've got Streamlabs open, if you've got if you're running one PC, it's draining the CPU, because you have to prioritize each one of them programs. If you don't, the CPU then is going, right, what program did I open first? So I have to work on that one. Then if you open another program, it starts diminishing the power of the CPU. That's why people are going for these CPUs that are probably 4.1, 4.2, 4.6s and overclocking, so they can get more power out of them. And then you've got to remember one thing that's going to kill any CPU. If you haven't got a decent graphics card and you start running a game as well as everything else you've got running, you are going to have some major issues. That's the problem. That's what you will find. So they'll use OBS, because my OBS at the moment says that my CPU usage is 9.5%. That's it. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 programs running at the same time. That's the difference. So you just have to be careful that when you do it, you've got enough power to run the game. That's why a lot of people go for the 1080 Ti graphics card, because it doesn't use a lot of CPU power. And you should be fine if you're doing something like that. Have a look outside. See, I'm doing okay at the moment, and I'm not following the ATC because the ATC is telling me something totally different. That's not too bad. Right, let's have a look. Kurt, I will tell you straight away that that picture will come down. That picture will come down straight away. The selfie room, and the reason for that room is that you put a picture of yourself and nobody can put a comment in there. Now, if you're calling yourself a spider, I don't mind, but it won't stay up there. Jimmy is crazy. How are you? No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't be sorry. I'm just telling you exactly as it is. That room is very well protected, I promise you. If you go through that room, there isn't a picture that shouldn't be in there. And if anybody, this is just me informing you, if anybody puts any comments in there that is degrading to any picture, their picture will come down and they will come off my Discord. Simple as. And there are no questions asked about that, and that is my own ruling. When I set this room up, I explained it to everybody, and everybody has been courteous and polite to put them pictures in. They don't have to do it, but they've all decided to. Everyone knows what I look like. Look at my ugly mug. Look at me. How could you not look at me? This is me. So everybody knows what I look like, and it was just something I wanted to see what some of the followers look like, if they were as handsome as I am. That's the only reason I did it. So it's just something I am very protective over that room as well. Very protective. No, you're not. I don't want you apologising. That's what I don't want you doing. I don't want you apologising because you didn't know. And I know everybody's going to have a bit of fun and a laugh, and they do. I've had moderators put pictures in there and I've taken them down. I've had followers and all sorts. You know, I just like what this room is about. I really do like it. So I try just to be respectful to everybody. My granddaughter's in there sitting on my chair. That's why I've done it. How do I post my picture? Jimmy, you have to be in my Discord. So if you look at the chat, about 10 lines up, you'll see a link to this. Oh, there we go. Cornish. Whoa. I'm trying to work out which one's Cornish now. I do love this room. I do love this room. Hello, Vapor. Is it? Your name really does me. Vipen or Vipen 87. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? I'm glad you've done that, Cornish, because I now get to see what you look like. I love this room. I really do. And I want to thank you guys for being respectful of the room, but I do like it. I get to see what you guys look like, so when I'm having a conversation with you, I actually can look and I know who I'm speaking to. Now, Jimmy, it is crazy. Think about it in hindsight, what you've just said. I do not. Is that Buster? Well, say this is for Buster. If Jimmy wants to put a picture in there, right, of him with clothes optional, he can put the picture in, but it won't stay. I don't mind that. That's not a problem, Kurt. Not a problem at all. It's your decision. If you decide you want to put a selfie in there, it's entirely up to you. Oh, boo. Chameleon, do you know what? I've missed you. I have really missed you. Where is Jem? I haven't seen Jem for a while now. Jem has her own things she needs to do. She's got her own things she's doing, and she's trying to get to 500 subscribers. So guys, not in the selfie room, Cornish. Not in the selfie room. That cannot stay. Not in the selfie room, sir. It's a selfie room for one reason. I'm going to have to police you guys very, very hard. Woo! Jemsy Dizzle is trying her hardest at the moment to get her stream off the ground and get herself to 500 followers. That's what she's doing. She has popped in and said hello, but I haven't seen her for a few weeks. Wrong pic. Who was that a picture of then? You see, the difference is I'm fortunate that I can see what goes off, whether it be in Discord or anywhere. So as soon as something happens, I see it straight away. You know, you're on 505, I think, Mamba. I was actually looking. You're on 505, which is absolutely brilliant. And to be fair, Mamba, you stream quite often, so it's a shame that you aren't higher than that. It is a shame. I know, it's a shame you're not higher than that. You should be a lot higher. Oh, there you go. Yeah, she was streaming Siege, I think. I was watching it as well. She was doing Siege. The only thing, Mamba, when you do that, I would be careful. I would be careful if you stream so much, because I wanted to do that, and you will get to a stage where you need to take time out. So I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't do it, and that's just advice from me. What I would do, and this is what I will say, I would stream one on, one off, one on, one off, and put content there. Geordie, you want the song, you can have it.
You ready?
Let's have a look if I've gone off course. No, I'm still doing okay. And we are 40 odd minutes away, guys, so we're not doing too bad. That's what I would suggest, because I know what it's like when you try to stream every day. I mean, I've got a full-time job. I have a full-time job, and I was coming home. So I was finishing work at 6 o'clock. I was getting in the house for 6:30. I was streaming for 7:30, and I was trying to do that every night. I am doing fine, Geordie. Absolutely fine. But what I would say, there you go, look. Brooker Live 7801. Hello, hello, hello. Now, Jemsy Dizzle, you seem to know that people were talking about, your ears must have been burning. Jemsy Dizzle, Brooker Live, this is for you guys.
You ready?
I'm always in Discord. The Eco, how are you? You see, they all miss you, Jem. Even your friend Comedian was having a go at me. Trucker Life, thank you very, very much for the follow. Jimmy, do you know what, Jimmy? Honestly, look, Jimmy, I need to calm you down and chill you out. You stream at least 5 times a day. Do you know what? Why do I not know this? Let me just do something. Right, there you go, Jimmy. I have just given you a follow. So when you next stream, right, when you next stream, I want to be there and see what it is that you do. You weren't having a go, Chameleon. You were just, the first thing you did when you came into my room, you went, ooh, where's Gem? And that kind of hurt, that did. Right there, look. I ain't going in the bathroom with you, Jimmy. For nothing. Chameleon, I tell you what, I'm going to ban you, Chameleon.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee.
Right, here we go.
Contact cluster approach, sun 128.55.
I don't have a heart. I do not have a heart. To have a heart, you would have to care, and I don't care.
Cluster approach, airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, with you.
I know you are, Cornish. You tell me that. You tell me that every time you come in the room. Now, the idea is, you see, you can chat Gem up, but you can't chat me up. You know what, Cornish? I don't know what I would do without you in this room at times. I really don't know. I would probably enjoy myself. I probably would have a better stream. I probably would have better viewers. But at the moment, you're here. Enough said. And that deserves a round of applause. Here's Cornish, Chameleon, Geordie, Trucker, Gemsy Dizzle, Jimmy is crazy, Mamba Gator Gaming, guys. Woo! Cornish, I'm still trying to look at this picture and work out which one's which. Work that one out. Because I keep looking and thinking, one of them looks cute and one of them looks like a bloke with a, what you call it, headset on. Exactly, the stream would be boring without me telling you to crash. You always want me to crash. And yet I keep coming back. I don't know why. I ask myself that. I go to bed at night and I think to myself, I'll stream tomorrow. Hold on a second. I can't because Chameleon might turn up. I know, do you know something, Mamba? I was quite surprised when I went into your stream and I didn't know that you had him as a mod. That you had him as a mod. I thought, wow. So you've got, to be honest, you have got the craziest mod on Twitch. Mamba is crazy, that's why I mod it. Well, I don't know, because I've watched Mamba for a fair while. I really have watched him. And I've kind of always enjoyed his flying and when he used to do trains. I love that. You're not going to tell me, Cornish. Well, I'll work it out for myself. Of the two characters, that's what I'll refer to them, that are in that picture, I'm going to work it all out myself as to which is which. And I'll turn around and say, Cornish, you've got a lot of fur. Let's put it that way. You've got a hell of a lot of fur. Let's see how long I've got to go on this flight here, because tell you what, this, woo, 42 minutes. Oh, I didn't turn that off. Kurt, do you think that Pride and Prejudice is going to teach you the right kind of English? Oh, that's good. You know what, Geordie? I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do one in the week on Dovetail Flight School, and I will do followers destinations. Yes, I do. I've got City Skylines. I love it. I just have never, to be honest and truthfully, that's one of the games I've not really streamed. I've got City Skylines, and I love it. I want to get into surviving Mars and all that kind of stuff. Yes, Cornish, you need to go to the Poodle Parlour. What for? I don't know, but I think you can work it out. Do you have? I've got Surviving Mars. I streamed it last week. I was doing okay until I loaded it up this morning, or should I say this afternoon, and everything started to die on me. You see, this is the difference when you have children and you give them tech things like that. They always say that if you're on a PC, if you've got a tech item, you're supposed to put it down an hour before you go to bed. That's what they say, an hour before you go to bed. I have a dilemma. Do you know what I would do, Mamba? You fly a lot, and you fly a hell of a lot. You've got a lot more flying time than I have. What I would do is I would break it and go, you can do one flight. You can do one flight and then one game. How does FS Cloud work? You download FS Cloud, okay? You run the program. You then set up a username and a tag name, as like what you want your name to show up as. You then have to open FSX, and you have to create it. Links to FSX or link to X-Plane, depending on which one you've got. So you can load the game up first and then load FS Cloud up, and it will always link to it. Trucker, it is very, very easy to set up. I always say that if I've set it up, it's very easy. It may say that you need Service Pack 1 and 2, but you don't. You just click ignore. No, that's what I'm saying. You don't. Just click OK or cancel, and it will still load it straight up, because it's a glitch. I'm not being funny. Isn't it kind of boring sitting there waiting, and I'm just kind of, if you're talking to me, Chameleon, this is the one part about flying I don't really like, but because you guys are talking to me and giving me good conversation, I don't mind that. No, you don't need to have Service Pack, Brooker. You don't need it. It will ask for it, but you don't need it. You don't need it. Just set it up and it will work fine. You can't fly with me this evening, but you're part of Discord. What happens is this: you have to be in Discord for about, I think it was about a month or so, and then what you'll do is you will get, once you've been flying, and if you go into the flight sim room, which you won't be allowed in at the moment until you're a pilot, you will then be allowed to fly with it. You can load into FSX now, Trucker, that's fine. And then if you want to follow me on the next one, because I should be doing, let's have a look how long this is going to last. 37 minutes I've got here, so I probably will do another one. Depending on the good lady this is all to do with now. There you go, Chameleon. Cornish, thank you very, very much for being so active this evening. That's for you. And have a wonderful evening. There you go. There's the stewardess, Jimmy. Now it's do you know what it is? It's just the glass that makes it look cold. It's a I need to get the bottle out and show you guys something. Cherry Pepsi and rum. No. Hey, I like the way you've put that. It's a lovely drink though. It's one of those ruby like vodka drinks. Thank you, Cornish. It's always a pleasure having you in here. And I'm so glad now that you've put a picture in there that I can throw darts at. Absolutely amazing. That's what she said. I'm not so keen on doing a nighttime landing as well. And I know that the next flight, which is going to be to... Where's the next flight? Connington. I don't know how far that one is at the moment. Coke and rum coming up. You know me, if I was... You know what I'd be... oh, here we go. Crash can come in. It's nighttime flying, Chameleon. You've never really seen me fly at nighttime. One thing I don't do. I really don't fly at nighttime a lot. I don't like driving at nighttime as it is. I don't like driving at nighttime. Flying at nighttime, don't mind so much if I'm in the plane fast asleep. It looks pretty. It looks all right to me at the moment because I put texture on it. But where are you flying to next, and where is the nearest airport to you now? Right. Okay. Let's have a look. We've just passed. Let me just get this turned on. We've just passed EGBJ. That's the one I've just passed. And we are coming up to, let's have a look, turn this off. If you want to catch up with me, you need to be looking for something round Worcester or Redditch. Because I'm heading to Nottingham at the moment. That's where I'm flying to at the moment. So you're talking, I can see, well, a fair distance away. I do believe this may be the only flight tonight, guys. Yeah, you say that, Geordie. Holidays are coming, Christmas songs, lyrics, holidays are coming. Oh, do you know what? I worry about you, Geordie. I really do. To be honest, I can't... That's... You've got it, Chameleon. Well, they call it Robin Hood County. Yeah, Nottingham is Robin Hood County. That's what Nottingham's all about.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango,
I ain't turning anywhere.
64 miles southwest, turn left, heading 3860. Expect vectors, visual, runway 3, approach.
That is weird. I don't understand what it's telling me all this.
Expect vectors, visual, runway 3, approach. Airway, Foxtrot,
Yeah,
India,
they do.
Tango, Yankee.
It's not Christmas, no. Can anybody remember? Oh, right. You have to be of a certain age now, guys, because there was a series that used to come on television called Boone. Boone. B-O-O-N. Boone. It was Boone. That was it. That was filmed in Nottingham.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 3860.
I don't know why it wants me to do this turn when it's not taking me anywhere where I need to be. So I'm going to have to ignore the ATC. I've got to ignore the ATC. I'm only 32 minutes out, so I shouldn't really be looking to descend just yet.
Foxtrot,
See,
India,
that's what it
Foxtrot,
keeps telling
Tango,
me.
Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
Let's see if I listen to it, what will happen. I'll do it to 360 and see what happens. I think what it wants to do is line me up with the runway. But if it doesn't register the move that I've done, it's pointless. Yabba dabba doo! Wonderful. How are you, Andy? $82 was work this week. Wow! Now that's some hours. That is some hours, mate. You see, this is, if you look at what this is doing, this is taking me right away from the actual flight plan. That's what I'm not happy with. Now you've got Easter. Easter's the next one to come up. Alton, your worst nightmare is here. That's all I will say. Yeah, you've got the next one to come up is Easter, which is...
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot,
No,
Tango,
it's not
Yankee.
recognising
Please
it.
expedite your turn to heading 360.
I don't know which one's the nearest one to me at the moment, Trucker. I got no idea. I need to concentrate on this because this thing is not, and I'm not going to follow it. I can't.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
No, I'm not going to expedite my turn to 360. I'm shocked. Chameleon with 5 outstanding bits just to kill. Oh, do you know what? He only did it to kill Colton. It's the only reason you've done it. That's the only reason you've done that, I know. But guess what? Colton, arise. Colton is now alive. And I'm only going to descend when I'm probably... So you were rude for making whatever happened fall out the jar. Let me just work this one out here. 29. So what I'm going to do is drop down to 4,000. Go down to 4,000. At least then when I start coming in. Oh, you are joking. Chameleon, man. Oh, that means...
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Please expedite your turn to
Do you know of all the subs do you know this evening, guys? Do you know how many subs I've got this evening? Honestly, this is crazy. This is, you guys are really trying to do me. Just refresh that. I'm going to reload that. That's 4 subscribers this evening, guys. That is brilliant. And do you know what? Do you know what the problem is? The one person I didn't want to subscribe goes and subscribes, called Chameleon. That's really upset me. So Chameleon, that's for you. You ready? Geordie spamming the room. You can take that time out now. You're going to take that one, little man. Oh, I'm going to have to get a bigger jar. I've got to get a bigger jar. They don't do one big enough. Wow, look at this. Colton. As much as I love you, Colton. It doesn't say that... Oh, you're joking. Gemsy Dizzle. Oh, no. Why would you do that to me, Gemsy Dizzle? Thank you. Listen, thank you very... This is for you, Gem. Thank you very, very much. I didn't read it properly, and it actually does say it just there. Gemsy Dizzle gifted a sub to Chameleon 728. Well, if it weren't you... Oh, do you know what? And that's for you. Thank you, guys.
You ready?
I appreciate that so much. What am I going to do now? It means I have to be nice to him. Oh, do you know what it means as well? It also means he gets to use my Discord. How could you do this to me? You can't, as much as you'd like to.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, York 1000, below your assigned altitude.
Oh, okay.
Turn left heading 360, climb and maintain 5,000.
I'll do the 5,000 because I'll do the 5,000. I don't mind that. Because for me, to be honest, I am still. It's telling me to go to 360.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please acknowledge. Turn left heading
Oh dear, so I've got to run that command now so that...
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango,
I'm sure Chameleon is already in my Discord, I'm sure he is. 1 second. What are you seeing on the dashboard, Geordie?
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
Andy, listen, thank you very, very much. You always support the stream in a brilliant way. Go enjoy yourself, have a great fun. Yes, I do. Right there, look. Right there. 50 plus.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee,
It's always had that in it.
turn to heading 360.
Ever since I've been flying this plane, it's always had that, Geordie. Always been there. Andy, thank you very much for that, mate. And thank you for your support as well, kid. It's always been there, Geordie. It's never been any different.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn.
I'm not going to do it.
360.
Yeah, it's always been there. If you watch the streams back where I'm flying this, you'll see it. I think it's because I put the lights... If I turn the lights out, you don't see it so much. But put the lights on, you see it. Right, okay. I am...
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot,
Will you
Tango,
stop
Yankee,
doing
please
that?
expedite your turn to heading 360.
Remember, Geordie, you bought it last time and you didn't like it. So just be careful. I don't want you buying it. Oh, God, I can see Chameleon typing in my Discord. I am such an unhappy man.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
If you could see what he's put in there, honestly, you don't know what stress this is going to give me. I'm concerned about the fact that there's something broken in the game, or it's this plane on this particular route. What it's not doing is it's not recognising any of the flight plan at all.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
But that's not working right, and I don't know what it is. If I have a look how long this will last.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
You can't. Just for the sake of that, Geordie, it's not worth it. I think you would enjoy it if you got it and you started flying. I think you would really enjoy it if you understood the game. Although...
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
It keeps asking me that and I can't follow that because it's not the right way. Oh, we're at EGBB. Who was it? Trucker Life. If you are in the chat and you want, I think the best thing for you to do would be go to EGBB. Although I'm coming across a few airports here at the moment. I think it's because I've got FS Cloud loaded up. That's where the issue is. Because at the moment it's not following the flight plan 100%. And I don't want to cancel it. So I'm 21 minutes out. Will you stop doing that? No, just to stop him doing that. Can't zoom out either. The menu button. Range button doesn't work. Just course heading. No ILS on here, so I can't use that to land anyway. But it's going to be landing by sight in the dark.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
Oh, what's that, Geordie, now, look. You guys. Oh, so you got two... Oh, right, that's not too bad, Geordie.
Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
That looks nice. It wants me to go 360, but I can't. Let's have a look.
Airway, Foxtrot,
No, you can't.
Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
360 is going to take me right out of the way, which is not right. I'm going to stay on that path because I believe what it might try to do is bring me in to the runway, because it's, I think I'm coming to 8 left or something like that.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, please expedite your turn to heading 360.
I just need to get through soon. If I remember rightly, you have to be careful because of your graphics card is on board. I think yours is on board. Are you still running the is it the Apple PC that you're running? I thought that's what you were running at the time. Oh, will you stop saying that? I'm not gonna turn that way. It's not gonna happen. Just had a break with 2 adults. Okay. I think you'll be alright with what you've got, to be honest. Right, so we're just coming over Coventry according to this. Altitude buggage. Don't want that one. When I reboot it, add more room to Windows so it runs a lot better. It's going to affect the way it runs though, because your graphic card at some stage, if you're putting all their monitors on it, it's going to come a cropper soon. I think what you need to do is look at it differently. I think 2 monitors for you would be okay. I think that would be okay for you.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee.
I apologise, guys, that it keeps asking me to do this turn to 360. If I do the turn to 360, it's putting me right off course. I've got an issue at the moment with the flight plan, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, 2's fine for you at the moment. I'm just thinking, as it's getting summer, I've got the window open, and I look, with these bright lights, it brings all these little insects in. 3 would be nice, but it's whether you can run it on the system. That's the problem you're going to have. Oh, okay. And remember, you're going to get the capture card. That is absolutely brilliant, Chameleon. That would be anyone's dream. That is nice.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
Now that is a real man cave. You see, however you look at your setups, there's always somebody who's going to have one, either a better or... That is very nice, Chameleon. I do like that.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot,
I think what would be a little bit annoying is if you look at where that monitor is, you'd be like that all the time. I mean, I only have to look up like that. I don't have to strain myself, but that would be... Because look how high that is. It's nearly... It's only about 5 or 6 inches from the ceiling.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
I'm not going to do it. I did a perfect landing last time without listening to you. Right, so according to this, we are 14 minutes out. We've just come across Coventry, heading towards Leicester.
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee.
And all it's asking me to do is turn. Now, if I work out that it wants me to turn and bring me back in, this is what it wants me to do. And when I turn, it doesn't even recognise the fact that I've turned. It doesn't recognise it at all. There you go. 360. It won't recognise that turn. That's the problem I've got. Oh, hang on, has it stopped? But I'm going way off course. Not exactly, depends on the monitor. It's all 810K, 1K. You can hire the...
Airway, Foxtrot, India, Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
There you go. Now I've already made that turn and it still don't recognise it. That's why I can't follow it, because I don't know what's gone off with that flight plan. So I need to go back. It doesn't make any sense what I do. It's just not... I believe it's the plane, because it isn't... It is an add-on. It's not a default plane as such. And I believe it's the plane. If I come in that way, it'll give me, hopefully, a better heading for the runway. Do you know what I love? I'm sat here talking to you guys, right? My missus has already come in and said hello to me. a phone rang, and guess what? I've been streaming now for 1 hour 50 minutes. She's been in 45 minutes and she still hasn't come off the phone. Unbelievable. I'm not the No, I'm not going to do it. Acknowledge as if I've done it. 12 minutes out, so I should be landing soon, guys. I'm gonna have to do an airliner. We'll be doing an airliner next week, looking at the board. Yep, next week is an airliner one. And then I think we'll have all the guys with us, because we've all got commitments. One of the guys, he works late anyway. So it's all about what we can do when we can do it. And you can see why I don't like doing nighttime flights, because for you guys looking at the stream, you don't really see a great deal. Right, here we go. Now it's telling me right. Right, okay, acknowledge that. Let's see what that's asking me to do. So 010, turn left. Right, that makes sense. Got to descend to, what did it say? 2000. Go down to 2000. Although, turn that off a sec. I'm just looking how far away I am. Yeah, that makes sense. I copied. 134.175 for Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee. Let's drop quicker. Right, so we're coming down quite quick now, to about 2000.
East Midlands approach, Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee is out of 4,700 for 2,100. Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, East Midlands approach, roger, altimeter 29902.
It depends how you're going to use it. If it's mechanical, you probably won't need to. But if you can get any kind of cover at a reasonable price, guess what? Argos do something brilliant. There's quite a few places that when you purchase anything like that, you get a really good breakdown cover, which means it doesn't matter what's happened to it, they'll just replace it. There's a lot of companies doing that at the moment, and I think they are all good. If you look at how often you're going to use it when you're playing games, and if you rage out on a game and damage it, it's probably worth it. £2.50 for 3 years. Take it. You can't go wrong. And Amazon are brilliant. Take it. I would take it. I wouldn't even think twice. What is Chameleon? Here we go. Look what Chameleon's put in there for you. Right, so we're coming down to, we are at 3,000. We have got 7 minutes and we are just coming past Leicester. Or if I zoom in, yep, we're over Leicester. And we'll be landing soon. So we're at 3,000. We're coming down to 3,000 now. And it was asking me to go to, I think it was 2,000, wasn't it? Yeah, 2001. So let's just reset that. There we go. That's fine. That's all good. See, that's probably... Do this 1 second. No, because I didn't actually set... I don't need nav. I didn't set no ILS, so having nav hold on is not going to make any difference. .49-inch curve. It's too... You'd only need 2 of those, wouldn't you? But to be honest, I've had all stuff like that in the sense that because I've got 3, I can do all that. But £1,064, and it is, yeah, it's 4K. It probably would, you know. And you know what I do? Put it up there, right across the top. Just to be annoying. Right, I need to... I want to work out which way this is.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 010.
I don't want to listen to this 010. I just don't want to do it. Where are we at there now? 010? No. In fact, we'll just ignore it for now. Put it back and put it.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 010. Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango
If I come in here and I don't land this and it all messes up because I've not been following...
Turn left, heading 360. Port runway in sight.
It's telling me to turn left. Now, where I am, there's no point me turning left at the moment. It's all messed up, the flight plan is. It's all messed up, so I've got to ignore it. I've got to ignore it. It's all messed up.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
Right, here we go. So, from what I can see of the runway, I would say it's straight in. So it's straight in. So what I'm going to do is get myself leveled up. It should be straight ahead of me when I turn in here.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango Yankee. Please expedite your turn to heading 360.
There we go. I've got to ignore the ATC because the ATC is not giving me the right directions. Slow down. I can get a nice approach on this as well. See what I can do. You see, the difference is you're looking at Nottingham Airport. Now, I've just worked out, right, that this thing might not even have lights or anything on it. Because if it was East Midlands, which it's not.
Approach on 122.1.
So this is going to be a bit of a crazy landing unless I get down to at least 1,000 feet. And the runway looks quite short as well.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango.
Yes, I copied, but I'm not listening, guys. I apologise.
122.1. Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee.
Right, so I think what I need to do, take control myself. Let's go down to 1.5. Go down to 1.5 so I can see what's going off. I will slow right down, and I will then turn.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, Buzz Norton approach, roger. Altimeter 29992. Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, turn right heading 030.
Not going to happen, sweetheart. I apologise. See, the thing with me at the moment now is if you're running, if you're going to land on a runway that's got no lights, I need to make sure that I'm coming in at the right angle. And according to what I can see, you've got two runways. One over to the west and one directly ahead of me. And the idea is I want to get myself dead on that line so that I can come in at the right angle, which is there. But you see, what I'm not seeing, yeah, I copied, is normally you see a dot. That dot would give you the start point of that runway. So this is going to be a pretty hefty landing. So right down. And go down to 1,000. As much as you guys may see me crash.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, you are 600 below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 2,100. Altimeter 29992.
And at the moment, wow, do you know what? This is where I'm supposed to be landing. This is where I'm supposed to be landing, that I can see. That's how bad it is. So let's see if I can get this corrected. Turn that off. Turn this on. And take control. Yeah, I'm supposed to be landing here. Now, that's what I couldn't see. So what I've got to do is swing around and land this thing.
Airway Foxtrot, India Foxtrot, Tango, Yankee, IFR flight plan
So
cancelled. Radar
it will be cancelled. That goes to show how far out this was.
Frequency change approved.
The whole flight plan was that far out. So I'm going to swing it around and I'm just going to bring this thing down. But in order for me to do that, I might be able to bring it in on that runway over there, to be honest. Turn that off. Let's swing it around here. I think I'll get it down all right. I just find it very weird how it's taken the whole flight plan and not even what else I need to do as well. Let's get this light on as well. Landing light. Oh, they've automatic. Come on, they have. Okay, that's fine. Right, so where are we? Bring it around and I should be able to come in on this one. There we go. See, the thing about it, it's not even lit up. Well, it is lit up, but it's not lit up in a way that... Right, so the one I need to come on is this one. Have a look. There we go. I can see a runway or some sort of a runway. Right, I've not got that's off, so I should be able to come in on this now. Do not crash 50. Little high, little wayward. Incredibly high. Well, I'm going to come down on it, okay. Oh, are we not stopping? No. Aim down all right, but it won't stop. No, so 50's crashed. So we didn't stop. You got what you wanted because it came down too. I should have took it a bit further back. I'm not happy with that at all because I did well to bring it round, but came in far too high. But you know what, guys? I'm going to close it on that one, to be fair. 2 hours, 7 minutes for me. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I am tired, although I did enjoy that flight, and the flight was really way off, completely way off. So, guys, Chameleon, I've got to thank you. Geordie, I've got to thank you. Who else was there? Jemsy Dizzle, thank you very, very much. Handy Andy. Oh, there was loads of you really giving me support. Honestly, it was absolutely brilliant this evening, I've got to say. Jimmy is crazy. You got Trucker, Life. Who else was there? They were all there. Absolutely brilliant. Ketz was in the room. Killer Buttcrack came back. Got a free sub, which is absolutely brilliant. Guys, I want to thank you anyway. I'm only coming off early because, yes, I'm tired. Maybe that bring... I know exactly what I did wrong there. I should have just gone further out, took my time, and it's because in a way I wanted to come off because the good lady's there and everything. So guys, let me see. There's a few of you in the room, so let's see if I can move you somewhere. Let's close that. Close that. Let's close that and see if it will close without upsetting anything. Let that close. Yeah, I know what mistake I made. I know all my mistakes now, which is good. Geordie, thank you very much. I'll be around tomorrow morning at some stage. Just want to see who's out there. Who's been streaming this evening? Yeah, we'll take you over to... Just want to see who's out there. Who's been streaming this evening? Yeah, we'll take you over to... If you guys want to go. Guys, we're going to take you over to Mr. T, who is doing Car Mechanic Simulator, so I can get off, have a drink with the good lady, and enjoy myself. So, from everybody, thank you very much. I will be streaming tomorrow in the day at some stage. I don't know. I'm going to surprise you. Something I haven't done for a while. Guys, thank you very, very much, and have an absolutely amazing evening, what's left of it. And thank you very much for all the follows. It's been absolutely brilliant. Bye, guys. Speak to you soon. You ready?